Hey G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review. And today we are going to be looking at the 2003 B.A.T version 3.2. Why did they call him 3.2? Well, they took him from the sculpt of version 3, and there was another, they slapped a new coat of paint on 3.1, and then 3.2 they slapped another coat of paint. Same accessories, with an addition of a ghillie suit. He did come in a 2-pack. He is part of the Spy Corps line with an action figure called Wild Scope. And Wild Scope was a police officer that looks a lot like the 1988 Shockwave. So Shockwave's name was turned to Shock Blast in 2008, and that was the newest version. They didn't have anything from like 92, and then 2008 they came out with Shock Blast. So it just in theory, it's starting to look like Hasbro lost the copyright on the name Shockwave, even though it was a Transformers name at one time. So I think this may have been an intention to get Shockwave's name, but it looks just like him. So I'll pull pictures of him up next to Shockwave, as well as pictures of the packaging. I do not have the action figure at the moment. The Spy Corps line, I don't know a whole lot about. I hadn't bought any G.I. Joe figures for a long time during this period. It's 03, so I was still pretty much into Star Wars really heavy, so I just wanted to limit it to one toy line. That way it didn't get too crazy. So the Spy Corps line I didn't keep up on, but what I don't know the original retail price of this one. It wasn't listed on YoJo. We'll find out how much he's selling for in an upcoming segment of Byron's Gripes. So let me go ahead and pull those pictures up for you so you guys could get a good look at it and make the assessment yourself over Wild Scope or Wild Sight or whatever his name was and next Shockwave, and make your own determination. Now, I do remember seeing the Spy Corps line at Walmart, but really tempted to buy it, and it was a sore temptation, but I exercised some self-discipline and said, hey, it's Star Wars and that's it. So I was in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, and I just did not have the room for it. My walls were plastered with all the action figures. It's hanging up carded in my bedroom. All the boxed vehicles were stacked up alongside the wall, and some were tucked under the bed. So I didn't have much room for anything else, and I was content with that. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. He is pretty cool. All right, so here he is. All right, pretty nice figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories first. I wish he would have come with a spare hand, but he comes with this flamethrower. Pretty nice. This looks like the igniter, the little flame that is continuously burning, and when they activate the napalm, it'll ignite it. It does have a little hook here, and I'll show you what that hook is for here in a minute. Excuse me. And they have a little, there we go, some splashes of gold on it to make it look kind of worn. And this is what the hook is for. It hooks right onto the backpack, so it just hangs there. So he has to wear at least one of these accessories, since he doesn't have an extra hand, which kind of eliminates the whole purpose. Why have 3 accessory slots? The sword does slot here into the backpack, and I'll cover more of the rest of the accessories here in a minute, but it's just kind of mind-boggling to me that they would have 3 slots for the accessories to hang on to the backpack, but don't have a hand for it. I looked it up on Yojo. He does not have a hand, unless you could borrow it from another bat, which would make sense too. But you can see a very nice Cobra emblem there on the backpack. Just a very cool accessory. So his gun does not have a removable magazine. Looks like an over and under gun. This is a submachine gun, and of course he has a sword. I don't know if you could see that, but it also has splashes of copper color on it to make it look worn and somewhat rusty. His ghillie suit slips right up over his head, made out of this green mesh. It's pretty nice. I like it quite a bit. It's a nice little accessory to add. I reviewed an alley viper a while back that had a ghillie suit with him. The bat himself, his chest plate does remove, so this is another accessory to worry about. And he has that little dial there in the middle, which is a little perplexing to me, because I would think you'd be able to fit an accessory in it, which I thought would be kind of cool, but you can't. The gun would have been a perfect accessory to fit in there. So other than that, it's pretty nice. He's done up in black and yellow. He has a different looking face from version 1. Version 1 will always be my favorite. But this guy is pretty cool. He has a yellow belt with some pouches hanging on it. So back of his head, it looks really cool. This is silver. Looks like a paint application or a separate piece. It's glued on there. So that's molded in silver. Very nice. He has silver boots with yellow paint application on it, and his arms are done up in silver, and very robotic looking, obviously. But his hand does not rotate, which is pretty unfortunate, but that technology hadn't caught up during that time. He is an O-ring figure, which makes it even better for me. I do like the O-ring figures. But this small hole right here on his chest above this yellow dial thing, which I was trying to fit accessories into, the small hole is for the chest plate. It has a peg that pegs into it, so watch out, because this possibly could come up missing on some action figures. So far in my research, I haven't seen any that are missing that, which I'm sure there are plenty out there that are like that. His hand is his arm slot is hollow. A little bit of imagination, that could be a flamethrower too, but his accessories just plug in there, and they're pretty tight. These are all really soft plastic. But yeah, all in all, he's a nice looking figure. I don't mind him at all. You know, how can you go wrong with a bat? There are several versions of the bat. I think there were 18 altogether, and into the 2000s. And of course, we have the battle, or not the battle core, but the classified bat, and the Super 7 really tall bat. And I found out that the Spy Core line released 12-inch figures, and there was a 12-inch bat of this from that line as well. So it's pretty interesting, you know, doing this research. I learned more and more about G.I. Joe, and also through your comments I'm learning. So this is a continuous process. I am in no way an expert in this, and I don't claim to be, just a hobbyist, and you know, enjoy the learning aspect of all of this. So let's go ahead and get into my favorite subject, or my favorite segment, Byron's Gripes. Thank you very much to my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. I know some of you are subscribing to for Vampire. He does appreciate it. He's in coffin right now. Even though he can come out in the daytime, he was out all night again, so he wanted to get a little rest, so he could, you know, start preparing for his request. Somebody had requested to see the Headless Horseman Mego figure. Unfortunately, he does have that, so he'll be able to grant that request. But anyway, for the new subscribers, or those of you who are just tuning in, thank you again for that. I really appreciate your subscriptions, or even you guys taking time to look at my channel. But please do subscribe. I do hold giveaways with every milestone, so that's a little incentive for you. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. That sends out a signal to YouTube to share this video, or to get my videos out more, to help this channel grow and to give more people a look at what I'm putting out. So please, that really does help. I thought it really meant nothing except for the fact that you like the video, but it does set up an algorithm to let YouTube know to put this video out more and more, so people could watch it. So I would really appreciate it if you do that. So anyway, I do Byron's Gripes as a means of entertainment and also education, to give new collectors an idea of what to look for in prices, and what's a good price and what's a bad price. But that the pricing being good and bad is just, it's according to everybody's budget, and what I would call a good price and a bad price. So it's all merely opinion. Budgets do fluctuate, and some of these prices just do get so outlandish that makes it very hard for children to collect, and also your 9-to-5 knuckle busting family that are doing everything they can to, you know, keep a roof over their head and food on their table, let alone start up a hobby of collecting vintage toys. So these prices are just, some of them are nuts. So I use eBay just as an example. I don't do it to pick on eBay or the sellers, but I will make fun of the prices. And some of them, as you guys know, if you're out shopping for these, you know that these prices are just off the wall. People are, you know, using the tagline of rare. No, it isn't rare. Tens of thousands of these were made. It's not rare. I would call some from 82 as being rare because a lot of collectors are snatching them up and they're becoming harder and harder to find, especially in good condition. So, all that being said, let's get into it. So, this is all I found on eBay. There is a lot of four LOT of four incomplete figures. They only come with one accessory for $60 or better offer. And there is another LOT lot of three for $22.99. They're incomplete. So the $60 one, that is just a little much for four figures. That's no, I really, but I would negotiate. It's nice, to troop build these and eventually buy their accessories because they are inexpensive. So this is one that you could actually army build with and buy the accessories later down the road and still stay within a decent budget. But watch the shipping. They really nail you on shipping with some people. Here's another one that's incomplete. $7.99 or better offer, up to $20. So I will put that up with deal of the day because, like I said previously, the accessories are inexpensive. The ghillie suit I could not find, so that one might be a little more costly. Those usually are. Here's one, no accessories at all, just bare bones. And the chest plate was still on, unfortunately. $4.99 or better offer. I'll put that up at deal of the day. Excuse me, deal of the day, even though it is incomplete. His gun, it goes anywhere from $375 to $845. $845, not really. You didn't hike up to the top of Mount Everest to buy this gun from a Sherpa. Okay, it's not that valuable. So $845, I wouldn't pay that for it. I would sit and wait for a better price, but that's just me. So going on, the file card. Here's one for $2.75 and one for $3, but the seller is wanting $5 for shipping, unless he sends it in a padded envelope. So he's paying for the cost of the padded envelope and the postage. Then I could see $5, but I've seen some people just put it in a standard mailing envelope with a stamp and send it out, take a chance of it getting bent. But there are a lot of, when I buy file cards, there are a lot of people that will actually wrap it up in cardboard, tape that down, and then put it in a padded envelope. So I could see why they would ask for $5 in shipping on that. And that's how you could tell you really have a collector out there. The waist piece, $1.95. The chest, $1.50. Mint and package with the two figures, $24.99. Deal of the day. I almost jumped on that, but I'm slowing down there. It's space is very hard to find. I have to reorganize everything to make room for a new toy, and I just need to slow down on toy collecting for right now. Give myself a break. The 12-inch figure, $245, mint and package. Yeah, that's kind of high. I understand people need to make a living off of this, but I would not pay $245 for it. Yeah, I do have some 12-inch figures, but I mean, the box alone to display it takes up a lot of room. So I have those tucked away under my bed. Complete with everything, ghillie suit, the whole 9 yards, $16. plus $4.50 shipping. Not bad. It's about average for shipping. So that's deal of the day as well. All of these are pretty good prices for this. Here is one for his backpack, $1.75 plus $5 shipping. Again, if they're shipping it in a padded envelope, that's not bad. I got to thinking, oh, $5, man, come on, that's. But I'm remembering. Excuse me. Gosh, thought I got past that. Turned 48, and all of a sudden my voice starts cracking again. It's like midlife puberty again. So yeah, the cost of shipping has gone up, so I had to get used to these higher shipping rates. What hasn't gone up in price? Gas is finally down to $3.75 again in some areas out here, and before we were paying nearly $6 a gallon. That's nuts. That is nuts. Fortunately, I don't do much driving, so a tank of gas lasts me nearly a month, but I always fill up at a half tank. That way it's cheaper, and I always know I have gas in the car. But anyway, accessories with no ghillie suit, all the accessories, $5.69. Not bad. I would pay that. So you could buy the figure with no accessories for $4.99, negotiate because it's or better offer, and then buy all 4 of the accessories, and boom, I mean, you have a very low cost action figure. And his flamethrower, $8.49. Again, that's a little bit high for me, but hey, like I said, people need to make a living, and a lot of them do off of eBay. So I can't be too hard on folks on that, but it is fun just to make fun of the prices for the entertainment value. So anyway, I hope you guys really appreciate you. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I enjoy making them. I love hearing back from you. Your comments are the highlight of doing this. That is one thing I really look forward to, and answering back. If you guys have a figure in mind that you would like to see reviewed, if I have it, I will be more than happy to review it. I don't have things on a set schedule. I shoot the videos the same day that I put them up, so 9 times out of 10 I don't know what I want to review until that day. And when I'm reaching a quandary, and also I want to get you guys involved in this channel and making decisions, that's why I do you select the next review. You know, give you guys a little interaction, because this is your channel too. So just keep it fun. So yes, if you have a figure you'd like to see reviewed, yeah, let me know down in the comments. I will get back with you on that. I had mentioned before that sometimes they don't pop up and I have to search for them, and I'm late getting back. It's not that I'm ignoring you, it's just I didn't see it. And if your subscriptions do pop up when you do subscribe, if your profile is made public, I will subscribe back to your channel to let you know that I saw your subscription. And just also doing that as a favor, you subscribe to me and I'll subscribe back to you even if you don't have content. Just a way to say thank you. So you guys are fantastic. I'm 8 subscribers away from giving away a boxed, sealed, complete Cobra Island breaker and ram cycle. So I will be holding that giveaway when I strokes kicking in here, sorry. I will be holding a giveaway when I reach 600. So you guys stay safe out there, take care. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what kind of day somebody is having, and always be kind to animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. So until next week, this is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. We'll see you then. Bye bye.